Hi students, welcome to the next video in Module 4. In this video, we are going to discuss about the new topic called as interfaces. Interface is the biggest strong point in Java. That's what it is. Java is called as a robust language. It replaces the concept called abstract methods. In Java, interfaces is a new thing and it will only contain the methods or operations done by a class. Whatever the class you are going to create as an application class, if you are including or extending one interface, so that will do the set of operations related to the class. So that's what interfaces is a very big important topic in Java. In this video, we are going to start the introduction of interfaces, thereby what is the definition of interface, what are the advantages of interface, and how we can implement an interface, and what kind of nested interfaces are available. So these 3 points we are going to discuss in this today's video. Let us go to the interfaces concepts. So whenever we take interfaces, there are some concepts or subtopics are involved. First one is defining an interface, implementing an interface, nested interface, applying interface, variables in interfaces. Interfaces can be extended. So these 6 topics we are going to discuss in the under the topic of interfaces. First, we'll see how one interface is defined. The interfaces in Java is a blueprint of a class, right? It is a blueprint of a class, and it has the static final variables and abstract variables. So this is a very important one. It only has the static final variables and also abstract methods. And it is a mechanism to achieve the abstraction, because interface encapsulates all the methods in a one name, right? There can be only abstract methods in the Java interface, but does not contain any method body. This is another one important point. All the interfaces only contains the methods definition, declaration. It's not containing any method definition. There is no body of the method is defined in the interface. And it can be instantiated just like an abstract class. Another one term is it can be instantiated just like an abstract class. So interface fields, what are the interface fields means? These interface fields can be a public, static and final by default. And the methods also can be a public and abstract. So these are all the introductions about the interface. The why the interface is used to means mainly it is used to achieve the abstraction concept, and it using this interface we can support the functionality of multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance also achieved using the interfaces. And using the keyword interface, we can fully abstract a class interface from its implementation. So using this interface concepts, we can achieve the implementation of your one class. And by using the interface, we can specify what class must do, because interfaces only contains the operations, right? Its methods. So we can specify what a class is going to do. And interfaces are syntactically similar to a classes, but there is a lack of instance variable and methods declared without any body. That means without any body of the methods, it is defined. So apart from this, it is more similar to the classes. This is another one diagram which shows the relation between the classes and interfaces, because classes and interfaces are in some cases it is similar. It also has the member variable. This classes also has the member variable. But what is the differences means? A class can in extensive on another class, but a class can implement interface, right? So class and class can be extended. Similarly, interface and interface can be extended. But if a one class want to use the interface means it should implement the interface, right? It should implement the interface. So this is what the relation between the classes and interfaces. how one interface is defined. Here is the access. What is the access? Static interface or final interface or something. Then interface keyword and the name of the interface. Another one is name of the interface. Then it will have n number of methods. It may have n number of methods starting from method one, name 1 to method 1 to method n, and in between it may have n number of final variables. That is also allowed with its value. So likewise, if you take one interface, it starts with its access interface keyword and its name of the interface. In opening braces, it may have n number of methods, and it can have n number of final variables, and it will be closed. This is one format, general format of defining an interface. And notice that the methods are already declared have no bodies. Yes, so we have mentioned that the methods are not having any body, and they are essentially abstract methods. There can be no default implementation of any method specified within the interface, and variables can be inside of interface declarations. So these variables can be inside of interface declarations, and they are implicitly final static, meaning that they cannot be changed by its implementation class. We cannot change the definition declaration part of the method in the implementation class. Only we can call the methods, we can do the performance inside the method, but we cannot change the meaning of the methods which by a implementing class. And all the methods and variables are implicitly public. All the methods and variables are implicitly public. This is another example of interface definition. So here it starts with a keyword interface. Callback is the name of the interface, and here void callback int param is the only one method assigned. Right? So this is the one definition. Now we are going to implement that interface in our application class. How we can implement in the implementing class means, here class client is the name of the client. It uses the keyword called as implements. Right? It uses the keywords called as implements callback. Then what is the method defined in this callback interface? Again callback method. So this method is invoked here, and it has the body here. So what should be written inside the callback is written. It is used, the message of displaying callback called with some variable. Like that, one method is defined using the system.out.println. Now use the same concept. So now client is a class, it implements the callback, and it uses the method which is defined in the callback interface. Another one method also is possible. That method is considered as a method for that implementing class. So in the classes that implements the interface may also define other members or other methods too. Likewise, it is implemented. Now we will see, we are going to test the interface concepts. So for that, class test iFace interface, that is nothing but interface, is used, and public static void main is called. That is main method is called. Here callback is the class name. It uses the C is equal to new client. So using the C object, callback method is called with the value of 42. That means it will display the output of callback called with the 42. Okay, another one client wants to use the callback. What will happen? So here in the callback method, another one definition is written based on the implementation class. So which class is implementing the callback? Based on the implementation class definition, where there will be a different type of implementation is allowed in the methods. So according to this implementation class, callback is called with the two system.out.println messages. Like another version of callback, a p squared is p star square. Likewise, the interface methods, that means the methods defined in the interface can have a n number of forms, but the meaning won't change. Again, we'll have one more testing phase. Here callback C, new client, another client object. So C is the first object and OB is the second object. So what will happen? C dot callback 42 will be called first time. So it will call the first object C dot callback of 42. So callback called with 42 is the first output will be reached. Then the next object is OB. OB is another client. So OB is assigned to C. Now what will happen? C dot callback of 42, when it is called, it is referring the another client object. So what will happen? Another version of callback will be called, and then P squared is equal to, that means P squared is nothing but 42, no? So the 42 is squared, it will return the value as 1764 as the result. So likewise, the interfaces, the method which is in one interface is called by two clients. One is the first client name, another one is another client. So the definition is different. So what is the method defined in the interface? That definition of that method is different in both the classes. So here client class is one implementation class, another client is another one implementation class, but the definitions are changing, right? So this is what called as interface definitions. Then we move on to nested interfaces. Nested interfaces in the sense how one interface is one class will be called inside the other class, means likewise one interface can be called or declared inside the another interface. So this is called as nested interface. A nested interface, an interface can be declared as a member of the class or another interface. A nested interface can also be declared as public, private, and protected, and it differs from a top level interface, and which must be either public or use the default access level. And nested interfaces should be used outside of its enclosing scope and must be qualified by the name of the class or interface, right? So with this, we are going to see one in example of nested interface. Here this class A is the one first class. It has the one interfacing of nested if. The name of the interface called as nested if, and it has only one method is not negative. So is not negative is a one interface. Again, one more class is created, class B, that inherits the interface from A dot nested if. So here in this B class, the is not negative method is defined as if x is less than 0, it should return the false, and if it is greater than 0, it will return the true. Like that, the definition of is not negative is defined. Now we are going to check the nested if demo use in the main class. So the main class is called as is nested if demo, and here A dot nested if equal to NIF object is equal to new B. It is created. So now the value is 10. So 10 is not negative, no, so it will be printed. And now the value of minus 12. So this won't be displayed. Likewise, it is defined, right? So I hope so this video is useful for you. I will catch you in the next video about next topic. Thank you.